Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at home. I am Manju Malik. Welcome you to this online class of mathematics for class 6. Topic of today's presentation is integers, chapter 4 of your math book Essential ICSE Mathematics. To understand integers well, first of all we will discuss about the need of negative integers. We know that addition of two whole numbers gives a whole number. That means if we are adding two whole numbers, the sum is always a whole number. For example, if we take two whole numbers 3 and 5 and if we add them, 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, that is also a whole number. But it is not true in case of subtraction. Subtraction of two whole numbers is not always a whole number. For example, what is 3 minus 5? As 5 is greater than 3, there is no whole number which when added to 5 can give 3. So, to answer this and other similar questions, we introduce a new number corresponding to each natural number. So, for the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, we have new numbers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on, such that 1 plus minus 1 is 0, 2 plus minus 2 is 0, 3 plus minus 3 is 0, and so on. The numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. are all called integers. So, out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are called positive integers, while minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. are called their corresponding negative integers. The positive integers can be written with the plus sign also. For example, we can write 11 as plus 11, 80 as plus 80. The positive and negative integers are together called directed numbers. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. are called integers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, so on are positive integers. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on are negative integers. 0 is a whole number whose negative integer is also 0, because 0 plus 0 is 0. But 0 is not included in the collection of positive or negative integers. That means 0 is neither positive nor negative. The collection of integers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on is called non-negative integers, which are also known as whole numbers. Absolute value of an integer. The whole number obtained by omitting the positive or negative sign of an integer is called the absolute value of the integer. So, if we have to find the absolute value of the integer, we have to omit its positive or negative sign. It is denoted by writing the integer between two vertical poles, such as absolute value of 2, absolute value of minus 3, etc. as you can see on the screen, and their absolute values are 2 and 3 respectively. Now take some examples. Write the absolute value of the following: plus 13, minus 31, 10, minus 42. Absolute value of plus 13 by omitting its positive sign is 13. Absolute value of minus 31 by omitting its negative sign is 31. Absolute value of 10 by omitting its positive sign is 10. Absolute value of minus 42 by omitting its negative sign is 42. Example 2. Find the value of the following: absolute value of 53 minus absolute value of minus 35. First we take the absolute values of 53 and minus 35. Absolute value of 53 is equal to 53 by omitting its positive sign. Absolute value of minus 35 is equal to 35 by omitting its negative sign. So, we are getting 53 minus 35, it is equal to 18, that is the required value. Another example, find the value of absolute value of 23 minus absolute value of minus 13 plus absolute value of minus 3. So first we consider the absolute values of 23, minus 13 and 3. Absolute value of 23 by omitting negative sign is 23. Absolute value of minus 13 by omitting its negative sign is 13. Absolute value of minus 3 by omitting its negative sign is 3. So we are getting 23 minus 13 plus 3, which is equal to 13. Comparison of integers. Now we will learn how to compare the integers. If we are given two integers, then we can see which one is bigger and which one is smaller. Given two positive integers, the one with the greater absolute value is bigger. So if we have to compare two positive integers, the integer which has the greater absolute value is the bigger integer. For example, if we take plus 8 and plus 5, out of them, plus 8 is having the greater absolute value, therefore plus 8 is greater than plus 5. Similarly, plus 12 and plus 6. Plus 12 is having the greater absolute value, therefore plus 12 is greater than plus 6. So if we are given two negative integers, the one with the smaller absolute value is bigger. So if we have to compare two negative integers, the integer which has the smaller absolute value is the bigger one. For example, if we take minus 10 and minus 12, minus 10 is having the smaller absolute value, so it is the bigger one. So we can say minus 10 is greater than minus 12. Similarly, if we take minus 1 and minus 3, then minus 1 is having the smaller absolute value, therefore minus 1 is greater than minus 3. Every positive integer is greater than all negative integers. So all the negative integers are smaller than every positive integer. All positive integers are greater than 0. And all negative integers are less than 0. For example, we can take positive integers plus 7, plus 18, plus 20. They all are greater than 0. We take some negative integers minus 7, minus 23, minus 37. They all are less than 0. Addition of integers. Addition of two positive integers gives a positive integer whose absolute value is equal to the sum of their absolute values. So if we have to add two positive integers, the sum will be a positive integer. For example, plus 12 plus 8. Absolute value of plus 12 is 12. Absolute value of plus 8 is 8. Therefore, sum is 12 plus 8. 20 with the positive sign. Addition of two negative integers gives a negative integer whose absolute value is equal to the sum of their absolute values. So if we have to add two negative integers, the sum will be negative integer. For example, minus 10 plus minus 7. Absolute value of minus 10 is equal to 10. Absolute value of minus 7 is equal to 7. Therefore, their sum will be 17 with the negative sign minus 17. Addition of a positive integer and a negative integer. First, find the absolute values of the two numbers, then subtract the smaller absolute value from the bigger one, and the result is the absolute value of the sum. If the positive integer has the bigger absolute value, then sum will be positive. And if the negative integer has the bigger absolute value, then the sum will be negative. So if we have to add a positive integer and a negative integer, first of all we will find the absolute values of the numbers and then we will subtract the smaller absolute value from the bigger one, and that is the sum. And if the positive integer is the bigger absolute value, then sum will be positive, and if the negative integer has the bigger absolute value, then sum will be negative. Now consider some examples. Plus 13 plus minus 6. absolute value of plus 13 is 13, absolute value of minus 6 is 6, so 13 minus 6 is equal to 7, plus 7 because the bigger number has the plus sign. Example 2, plus 15 plus minus 24. Absolute value of minus 24 is 24. Absolute value of plus 15 is 15. So 24 minus 15 is equal to 9. As the bigger number has the negative sign, therefore it will be minus 9. To add 3 or more integers. So if we have to add 3 or more integers, first we add the positive integers, then we add the negative integers, and then we have to add the integers by adding the positive integers and by adding the negative integers. For example, find the value of 16 plus 11 minus 38 minus 83 plus 40. So we see that there are some positive numbers as well as negative numbers. So we have to take the sum of positive integers, that is 16 plus 11 plus 40, that is equal to 67, and the sum of negative integers is minus 38 minus 83, that is minus 121. So sum will be 67 plus minus 121, that is equal to minus 54. Subtraction of integers. To subtract an integer from a given integer, add the integer with the opposite sign to the given integer. For example, minus 5 minus 3. So we can write it as minus 5 plus minus 3 because the opposite sign of 3 is minus 3. So we are getting minus 5 minus 3, that is equal to minus 8. Example 2, 4 minus minus 3. It can be written as 4 plus 3 because the opposite sign of minus 3 is 3. So we are getting 4 plus 3, that is 7. Another example, 2 minus 6. We can write it as 2 plus minus 6 because the opposite of 6 is minus 6. So it is equal to minus 4. Multiplication and division of integers. Now we will learn how to multiply and divide the integers. The multiplication of two integers of the same sign gives a positive integer whose absolute value is equal to the product of their absolute values. So if we have to multiply two integers and they are having the same sign, that means if they both are positive or both are negative, then product will be a positive integer. For example, plus 7 multiplied with plus 6. So their product will be 42. As both are positive, so product will be positive plus 42. Another example, minus 5 into minus 6 is equal to 5 into 6, 30. As both are negative, therefore product will be plus 30. Now multiplication of two integers of opposite sign gives a negative integer whose absolute value is equal to the product of their absolute values. So if we have to multiply two integers of the opposite sign, then we are getting the product a negative integer. For example, minus 3 multiplied with plus 8. Their product is equal to 21. As one of the number is negative, therefore it will be minus 21. Another example, 11 into minus 6. Their product is 66. As one of the number is negative, therefore product will be minus 66. Now we will learn how to divide the integers. Division of an integer by an integer of the same sign. If an integer is divided by an integer of the same sign, then quotient is a positive integer. That means if we are dividing a positive integer with a positive integer, the quotient will be a positive integer. And if we are dividing a negative integer with a negative integer, then also the quotient will be a positive integer. For example, plus 12 divided by plus 4, that is equal to plus 3, Minus 48 divided by minus 6 is equal to plus 8. Division of an integer by an integer of the opposite sign. If an integer is divided by an integer of the opposite sign, then the quotient is a negative integer. So if we are dividing an integer with another one with the opposite sign, one is positive and another is negative, then the quotient is a negative integer. For example, plus 56 divided by minus 7. So if we are dividing 56 with 7, we are getting 8. As one of the integer is negative, therefore it is minus 8. Similarly, minus 60 divided by 10 will give you minus 6. Points to remember. Let us revise what we have learned in the chapter. The absolute value of an integer is a number obtained by omitting the sign of the number. So, if we have to find the absolute value of an integer, we have to omit its positive or negative sign. Given two positive integers, the one with the greater absolute value is bigger. So, if we have to compare two positive integers, the integer with the greater value is the bigger one. Given two negative integers, the one with the smaller absolute value is bigger. So, if we have to compare two negative integers, the integer with the smaller absolute value is the bigger one. Every positive integer is greater than all the negative integers. So, all the negative integers are smaller than every positive integer. The addition of two positive integers gives a positive integer. So, if we are adding two positive integers, the sum will be positive integer. The addition of two negative integers is a negative integer. So, if we are adding two negative integers, the sum will be a negative integer. Addition of two integers of opposite sign but of equal absolute value is 0. So, if we are taking two integers but they are having the same absolute value and opposite sign, then addition will be 0. For example, if we are taking 7 and minus 7, then their sum will be 7 plus minus 7 is equal to 0. The product of integers of the same sign is a positive integer. So, if we are multiplying two integers with the same sign, it will be a positive integer. The product of two integers of opposite sign is a negative integer. So, if we are multiplying integers of the opposite sign, one is positive and other is negative, their product will be negative integer. Integer into 0 is 0. Any integer multiplied with 0 is 0. Integer into 1 is equal to integer itself. If we multiply any integer with 1, we are getting integer itself. For example, 4 into 1 is equal to 4. Integer 1 is equal to minus integer itself. For example, 5 into minus 5 is equal to minus 5. If an integer is divided by an integer of the same sign, quotient is a positive integer. So, if we are dividing an integer with another one with the same sign, then quotient is a positive integer. If an integer is divided by an integer of opposite sign, then quotient is a negative integer. So, if we are dividing any integer with opposite sign integer, then quotient will be a negative integer. Dear students, hope your concept of integer is clear now. Please solve the questions given here and try more exercises given in the book.